Hello, I'm Dr. Mohua Bhattacharjee from Amity School of Economics. Today we'll be taking a session on the reaction function of oligopoly market, derivation of reaction curve and determination of the stable equilibrium point with the reaction function based on the Cournot model. Now, as we know that the Cournot model is based on the costless production and it has got an identical demand and which is unrealistic obviously. So to keep this unrealistic assumption FR, a new approach which is called the reaction curve approach came into the market, into the discussion of economics. Reaction curve, as we know that in the oligopoly model, the action and the reaction pattern goes on. So now this reaction behavior can be derived by the reaction curve. This is very important thing. This is a new approach which came up to dilute the problems of the Cournot model of costless production. And so that's why reaction curve concept came up, and the reaction curve is something which is derived from an isoprofit curve. Isoprofit curve is something which is always a concave in shape, determining that it goes on for returns to scale and other function, it goes up and reaches the maximum and then starts going down. So when we take up the locus of the highest point of the reaction curve and we join together, so we get the reaction curve of the, when we take the locus of the isoprofit curve, this is profit A1, profit A2, profit A3, that is the different levels of profit which you are getting, and the highest level of profit when you are getting at that output share, when you join together the locus of the point, you get the reaction curve of firm. Suppose if this side you have shown the firm A, then it is the reaction curve of firm A. Similarly, we can show the reaction curve of firm B with this way by putting firm B this side, and the isoprofit curve will be shaped towards the y-axis. So it will show how a firm will determine its output as a reaction to B's decision to produce a certain level of output. So based on derivation, this is the way in which we derive the reaction. Isoprofit curve of A is the locus of the points, as I have said, defined by different levels of output of A and its rival B, which yield to A the same level of output. So it is like an indifference curve. So isoprofit curve of form is A is concave to the horizontal axis, which shows how A can react to B's output decision so as to retain a given level of profit. Profit maximizing output of A is established at the highest point on the lowest attainable profit curve. So now equilibrium is determined. This is the reaction curve of B and this is the reaction curve of B, suppose, and this is your reaction curve of A. So when we derive the two reaction curve, the Cournot equilibrium model is determined by the intersection of the two reaction curves. So this is, suppose, the reaction curve of a firm B, firm 2 or firm A, and this is the reaction curve of firm 1 or firm A, whatever. These are the two. If you consider there is a firm 1 and firm 2, so you will be having two reaction curves, and based on this two reaction curve, the intersection point will give you the stable equilibrium. That is also called the Cournot equilibrium point. So it's telling that this action reaction will be carrying on till this 1/3 of the market, and by the diagram with the reaction curve, it is telling the intersection of the two reaction curves will be giving you the ultimate solution. So it is telling that it will go on this way. The reaction pattern is starting from firm 2, then again reacting with the firm A, again firm 2 reacting, and again this much output, and this way again. If we start with the reaction of 1, then this way it will 2, and then 1, then again 2, then like this. So the reaction function curve shows the action reaction pattern of the two firm. Cournot pattern of behavior implies firm do not learn from past experience, each expecting the other remaining at the same position. Each firm acts independently and it doesn't know that the other behaves on the same assumption. This is the problem with the Cournot assumption, that its pattern of behavior, suppose when it has started producing here, it has not believed, it has considered that the B will be firm 1 will be continuing here. So it reacts and goes to this point. But the point is that the firm 1 will not remain here. The moment firm 2 has gone from here to here, firm 1 will also react and will go from here to here. And the question is this, with this change or with this circular behavior, they are not learning from each other. That is the point, and they are not accepting the interdependency of each other. That is the problem with the Korner's model, that it is not possible that each one of them is not learning from the previous experiences. So Steckelberg is someone who has modified this definition, this explanation, and he says that out of these two forms, one will become a leader and the other will become a follower. The one who will be leader will be accepting that the other one is there with him. So that's why the Steckelberg has modified this concept, taking the base as reaction curve, and it has extended the model into a much more practical way. Steckelberg has also used this isoprofit curve only for his discussion. And as I have said, isoprofit curve is the locus of the points defined by different levels of output of A and his rival B, which give to A the same level of output. So it is the different points which is a curve which shows the different levels of output of A and his rival B, which yield to A the same level of output. So it is like an indifference curve, and the assumption, as I have said, a reaction curve of form A is the locus of the points of highest profit that form A can attain given the level of output of rival B. So that's what we have learned today on the Cournot equilibrium, and based upon the reaction curve approach, which is much more practical and much more extended by Steckelberg. Thank you.